This is the Oppo K13 5G, a phone that's been going up against the likes of the iQOO Z10X and the Vivo T4X in the battery wars of 2025. And yeah, like most phones this year, it's going big on battery. 7000 mAh big. That's just a touch below the 7300 mAh unit on the iQOO Z10, but still very impressive. Speaking of impressive, it takes a lot of work to get our hands on these phones before they even launch. But we do it so you don't have to wait. So show us some love and hit that subscribe button. Now, fun fact, this is the highest capacity battery ever in an Oppo phone. And it's a graphite-based cell which is supposed to last longer. Oppo's promising 5 years of endurance, meaning the battery should retain around 80% of its original capacity even after long-term use. Oppo also claims that Monster Cell should offer 32.7 hours of music playback, 15.1 hours of streaming short videos, and 10.3 hours of gaming. We're definitely planning to test those numbers, but if you want a full battery drain test, drop a comment below and we'll make it happen. As for charging, you get 80 watt SuperVOOC, which is slightly less than the 100 watt on the K13. But that phone only had a 5500 mAh battery, and I'd take the extra 1500 mAh over the extra 20 watts any day. Still, it's fast and charges the phone over 60% in 30 minutes, which is plenty quick. Now let's quickly talk performance. The Oppo K13 is powered by the Snapdragon 6 Gen 4, a 4nm chip and the first in the 6 series to feature ARM v9 CPU cores. It's also paired with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. More importantly, we haven't run into any slowdowns so far. Multitasking is smooth, app switching is snappy, and day-to-day use feels lag-free. Now, would I call this a phone for gamers? Not exactly. But it handles titles like BGMI with ease. No frame drops, no drama. You also get a UFS 3.1 storage, which is noticeably faster than UFS 2.2. And yeah, even the pricier iQOO Z10 is still stuck on UFS 2.2. As for the display, you're looking at a 6.67-inch 120Hz OLED panel with Full HD Plus resolution, 1200 nits peak brightness, and full DCI P3 coverage. It's sharp, vibrant, and has good viewing angles. I do wish the bezels were a bit slimmer, but I love that it's a flat screen. No curves, which means few accidental touches and a better overall experience for watching videos or gaming. And along with that display, you get stereo speakers. Always a big plus. Coming over to the cameras, you've got two lenses on the back, but the only one that really matters is the 50MP main sensor. We're still working on a full camera test, but in the meantime, check out these camera samples. Now, we have to talk about the design. I don't know, it's kind of nice. Oppo's clearly tried hard not to make it like an iPhone 13. The cameras are vertically stacked inside a square module, but yeah, it still gives off iPhone vibes, especially with those flat sides. That said, I like the contrast between the glossy camera module and the matte plastic back. It's got this crisscross diamond-like pattern that doesn't look overly flashy. The matte finish also keeps fingerprints in check. Well, mostly in check. I've got the black version here, but there's a purple one too if you're into something a bit more colorful. Despite that massive battery, the phone feels surprisingly lightweight and sleek. It's definitely a big phone, no doubt about that, but the rounded corners make it pretty comfortable to hold. You're also getting IP65 dust and water resistance, which isn't as tough as IP68 or IP69, but Oppo's added this splash touch feature so you can actually use the screen in light rain. Oh, and there's an IR blaster on top. Always handy if you're the kind of person who likes to turn off other people's TVs. You know who you are. Now, Oppo's been hyping up how durable this phone is, but they're still not taking chances. You get an anti-drop shield case in the box and it feels pretty solid with that synthetic rugged texture. I've dropped the phone a couple of times with case on, and so far it's all good. And no, I'm not brave enough to try the same thing without the case. Let's not tempt fate. Anyway, the Oppo K13 5G launches in India on April 21st and the company says it'll be priced under Rs 20,000. Let me know in the comments if this is something you'd consider picking up. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.